So here we have the Kia Sportage on a 16 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see that it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the boot, you can see we have reversing sensors. This car's also got a reversing camera, plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat, and then underneath this tray section, a space saver spare wheel. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left hand side we have the rev counter, and on the right hand side the speedometer and fuel gauge. In the middle you can see the total miles for this car are 20,824. You can change the information displayed above that using buttons on the steering wheel. So at the moment we have a digital readout for the speedometer, various bits of fuel economy, and there are other menus available from satellite navigation to various different vehicle systems and audio menus round to user settings, and then back to the beginning again. To make those changes, you just use these buttons here. We've also got cruise control over on that side of the steering wheel. And on the left-hand side, we have stereo controls through the middle, the ability to answer and end phone calls. And then we can also mute the stereo and change the mode in which we're listening to our music via that button there. Over in the center is the stereo itself. It's all touchscreen, so you'll see that we have FM, AM, and DAB radio, for example. If you want to listen to your own music, you can do. Just below that section, we have these buttons here. Press media. Nothing is connected at the moment, but you can listen to your music via the auxiliary input, the USB input, and you can also stream your music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio as well. This car's also got satellite navigation. There's a full video showing how that works on both our website and our Facebook page. And it has a full color reversing camera with guidelines showing you what direction the car is headed in relation to the image that you see on the screen. Working our way down, we have the main volume for the stereo and some of the buttons just there. So for example, for pairing your phone. We then have dual zone climate control. Any adjustment you make to the passenger temperature or the driver temperature or any of these controls all show on the top of the screen here. So passenger temperature, driver temperature, fan speed up and down from here. You can determine where you'd like the air to be distributed. Air conditioning is on when that light shows, so off or back on again. Or you can hit auto. The car will now maintain the temperatures you've asked for by taking full control of the fan speed and the air direction, which you can see and hear it doing now. You can override that by readjusting the fans yourself. Below that section we have two 12-volt charging sockets as well as the auxiliary and USB inputs. We have a 6-speed manual gearbox, and then these 3 buttons here. So this one turns off the parking sensors. This one turns on the downhill brake control, and it shows us up here that that is done. So if you know you're going to take the car off-road, hit that button to turn it on or back off again. And then that last button turns off the stop and start. This car is designed to cut out when it is stationary in traffic to save you fuel. Hit that button to turn that system off. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.